This episode of The Young Turks is brought to you by Netflix. Go to netflix.com/TYT for your free trial membership. There's a high school in Illinois known as, it's in Naperville, and it's a high school in Naperville. And during 2006, they had a day of silence for promotion of tolerance of the homosexual community, okay? So they were having issues with gay students being bullied. They wanted to show awareness. They wanted to promote tolerance. So they had that day of silence where students, expressed, their tolerance toward the gay community. Well, one student by the name of Heidi decided that she would show up that day wearing a t-shirt that said, "Be happy, not gay." And school officials were upset about it. They told her that she needed to go home and change, or she needed to go home and not come back, or the other option was to black out the not gay part of her t-shirt. So she said, fine, I'll block out the not gay part, and she remained in class, but she went off to sue the school. And the ruling from the 7th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals agrees with the female student who wore the t-shirt. They said that if you are having a day that is supposed to raise awareness for the gay community, where people are practicing their First Amendment rights, it does not make sense to drown out any type of criticism, because you're basically going to be guilty of violating her First Amendment right. You can't have people be activists on campus and then get rid of any type of opposition.
Right. Well, you know my stance on this. I'm always in favor of First Amendment. I'm not on her side ideologically, but I am on the side of protecting her First Amendment rights. We've done this in regards to other shirts in schools. Islam is evil. I think that should be allowed. I don't care what you put on a shirt. I don't care if you use the N-word. No, you have First Amendment rights, and it is the job of the school and the community to protect your First Amendment rights. And so that's point one. Point two, though, is, God, conservatives love lawsuits. They claim to be in favor of tort reform, but the minute they get an opportunity, they file a lawsuit quicker than you can, than you can take a look at it. So there's a slight irony there, but overall, I would have ruled the same way that the courts did.
Yeah, when it comes to this case, I think I would rule the same way as well. Because, look, you and I are a little different when it comes to this type of, issue. For instance, there was a case where one right-wing Christian student showed up to school and randomly decided to wear a shirt that said Islam is of the devil, right? And, he did that to antagonize the Muslim students, and there was no need for it. When you're on a campus, your First Amendment rights are a little different, okay? The school gets to decide whether or not you get to practice your First Amendment rights, because they need to protect the students. But in this particular case, you're having people exercise their First Amendment rights, especially when it comes to their thoughts and opinions on the gay community. You're allowing them to basically voice their support for the gay community. It doesn't make sense to drown out any type of criticism, right? I think that it's important to have that discussion on campus. I obviously don't agree with this girl ideologically at all, but maybe that discussion is something that could be educational. Maybe have some sort of, lecture on it. Have people discuss why they feel the way that they feel about it. Because in the real world, this is what you deal with. You deal with people who are wrong in their ideology. So how do you deal with that in the real world? So I think that this is a good ruling.
Get a load of Netflix. They deliver the movie to your house, no late charges, free shipping.
You can watch thousands of movies or TV shows straight on your PC or on your television through a gaming console.
Netflix.com/TYT. Free trial membership. You get Netflix all over you.